Namaste, everyone. I hope you all had a good lunch. So today I will be speaking on the importance of Hindu youth participation in the political space. Hopefully by the end of this presentation, I will have convinced everyone here today to increase their level of participation in the political process. So I'm going to actually start off with a quick activity. If all of you can just stand up, we'll do a little interesting, it's not a game, but a little activity. So what I want you to do is for each question I ask, if the answer is yes, stay standing, and if the answer is no, you can have a seat. So if you think we should have more Hindu representation in the government, please stay standing. If not, have a seat. All right. Have you voted in elections? If yes, stay standing. If no, you can have a seat. All right. Next is, have you participated in advocacy or posted on social media about a social issue that is important to you? If yes, you can stay standing. If no, have a seat. All right. Next is, have you considered running for office? If yes, you can stay standing. If not, have a seat. All right. And how many of you have actually run for office? All right. So I just want to make a note here. Every single person in this room stayed standing when we talked about wanting to have more Hindu representation in office. But when it comes down to it, running for office is very difficult. But I'm hoping by the end of this presentation, all of you will be convinced to at least participate more in politics, and if not, hopefully someday run for office. So, well, actually, no. I mean, well, yeah, you know what I mean. All right, so moving forward, I want to start off with talking to you a little bit about my journey in how I got involved in politics, and I hope that this story gets you interested in joining politics as well. So my background is in government and international relations. I went to high school and college in studying government and international relations. But then after I graduated, for some reason, I became very apathetic, and I just kind of voted in elections, and that was about it. I didn't really contribute to the political process in any other way. But then due to some events in 2018, some current events going on in the world, I decided I needed to step up my game. That year, I actually, for some reason, didn't vote in the elections, and I said, you know what, this can't be happening. I really need to up my game. So I decided to go ahead and sign up for an organization, a South Asian organization that was doing some work. And in the process of working at that South Asian organization, I realized that there was not very much Hindu representation. In fact, most of the panels that were up and running were just representing Sikhs, Jains, Muslims, and really maybe they would have one Hindu person represented, if that. And that person oftentimes wasn't even in touch with Hindu values. So I also noticed during this process that the South Asian organizations were posting a lot of anti-Hindu commentary. And so that was another reason I decided, we really need to start having some Hindu representation here. So I started volunteering with this organization, the South Asian organization, and we then had a spring off that was Hindu Americans for Biden. And that's when we really started pushing a Hindu agenda and trying to really make sure that the Democratic Party was listening to Hindu ideals and Hindu values. So after that election was over, we decided to found the Hindu Democratic Coalition in 2020. And that was created to bring Hindu representation to both sides of the aisle. So we knew that there was already a Republican Hindu coalition, so we decided to make sure that we had representation for the Democrats as well. And this would encourage more Hindus to run for office, ensure the party represents Hindu values, and develop support systems and create pathways to bring more Hindu youth into politics. After that, we then created the New Jersey Democratic Hindu Caucus, which is the first Hindu caucus created in the United States. And so we were really excited about this, and this is also another platform that we use to bring Hindu youth to the forefront and have them speak on different issues, represent Hindus in different interfaith panels, and really represent Hindu values in the state of New Jersey, and we're hoping to create more Hindu caucuses throughout the country. So what got me interested in politics, and what hopefully will also get you interested in politics, is the desire to make a change in the policies, laws, and the future of the society that you live in. So politics monitors and regulates and controls all aspects of society and social discourse. And as one of my co-panelists in a previous session said, if you're not at the table, then you're on the menu. So this means if you're not really participating in the process, then you're at the whims and the fancies of the people who are. So another reason we really want to get more Hindus involved into the political space is that these politicians can really look after the Hindu community, and I'll show you a couple of examples of young Hindus that are doing that. The other part of this is you can grow your potential as an individual when you participate in the political system. It forces you to get up on stage and talk to people. It forces you to learn how to be a good listener, and it develops you into a better leader. So recently I went to the congressional, it was the Hindu Day of Advocacy for Congress, and I met Sri Tanedar there, who is a congressman from Michigan, and he actually created and started the Hindu, Buddhist, Sikh, and Jain caucus, which is a congressional caucus that is open to both Democrats and Republicans. And I found this to be really great because it stressed the importance of working across party lines for dharmic interests and Hindu interests. Interestingly, after that, the Republican Party decided to come up with their own caucus called the Congressional Hindu Caucus. So I wanted to ask the audience if you notice anything interesting about this flyer. No Hindus? There's a Hindu at the bottom there. He's the policy advisor, but anything else? Someone say something? So what's interesting here on this slide is you're right, there's no Hindu leading the organization. So the two co-chairs of the Congressional Hindu Caucus are actually Christian folks, which while it is exciting that, people from other faiths would be interested in, supporting Hindu causes, it's also important to note that a Hindu person is not leading this charge. And so this is another reason why it's so important for young Hindus. Hopefully some of you in the audience someday will join and start and chair a Hindu caucus yourself. So I wanted to list out a couple of Hindus that are young people that hopefully you'll find to be role models. We have Neeraj Antani, who was actually supposed to come and speak here, who was first elected to the Ohio State Representatives at age 23. And now he's running for Congress, which is a pretty big deal because he's still actually under 35, and he was supposed to come and speak here today but had to go run his political campaign. We also have Jennifer Rajkumarji, who is actually a graduate of Hindu Students Council, and she was first elected district leader at the age of 29. We have Sameep Joshi, who is a friend of mine, who was elected the mayor of Edison at age 32. And we have Vin Gopal, also elected to New Jersey State Senate at age 32, and Suhas Subramaniam, who was elected to Virginia House of Representatives at age 33. So all of these people are young Hindus that hopefully are an inspiration to you, and will give you the encouragement to be able to work. Yes, we can clap for them. Will hopefully give you an encouragement to do this as well. And honestly, becoming a politician, it is tough work, but it's something that everyone can give a go. I think Kushagar is also someone who was a panelist in one of the last sessions. He's someone who has run for office, so that's something that, definitely, if that's interesting to you, you should definitely talk to him and talk to me, and we'll try to help you get there. So the impact of Hindu representation is really important, and we can see an example here of Jennifer Rajkumar, who sponsored a bill that actually successfully made Diwali a public school holiday in New York. And this is just an example of what a young Hindu can do when she becomes a representative in her assembly. We can clap for her too. Another example is from Neeraj Antani, and he actually frequently passes resolutions supporting Hindus. And here are two examples. One is actually a bill against Hinduphobia and any anti-Hindu acts of bigotry. And another one here is a recognition of Kashmir files and recognizing the genocide of Kashmiri Pandits Kashmiri Pandits from their homeland. So this is another clear example of what a Hindu representative can do. All right. So with that, I want to just conclude with a couple of ways that Hindu youth can participate in politics, and I will do it from memory because why not? So what you can do to participate in politics is you can definitely stay informed, speak up at town hall meetings, participate in political forums and organizations, volunteer for political campaigns, obviously vote. You can post on social media, write to your local politicians, and advocate for issues. One way that you can help prepare for this is practice debates and model United Nations if you're still in school. And most importantly, I would definitely encourage all of you to consider running for office someday. Thank you so much, and I'll turn it back to you.